Welcome to How We Heard It, the podcast about music, pop culture, movies, and more, with your hosts Wayne Bledsoe and Chuck Campbell.
This is Chuck Campbell with
Wayne Bledsoe.
And I'm John Baker.
All right, our topic today is summer songs. I love summer songs. These songs either directly or indirectly are about summer, and they were generally hits in the summer. And for me, that includes big, stupid songs and big, buoyant songs, plus some, I'm going to throw out some personal favorites that came out in the summer. Mm-hmm. Even if they weren't huge hits, they're still summer songs to me. So I'll recommend those. And I don't know. I mean, you know, all seasons are not alike, as it turns out. When I was digging through these, I found that summer songs tend to have fluffier content, maybe be generally a little less serious, with some exceptions. And some of them also are, oddly enough, it seems like there are a lot of kind of surreal, ethereal type songs that come out in summer, which actually does seem like a good time for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got music that you want to relax to. People go on vacation. Kids are not in school, and you know,
we're talking about kids in school, are we?
Well, you just said something before we started about it.
Yes,
but I mean, you've got all those things going on where it's just more. The music's more relaxing. It's generally more happy. It's less, it may be introspective, but maybe not.
Right. And I want to go back to just last year real quick, just to show the contrast there, because in 2024, summer of 2024, the big hits were Espresso by your friend Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, yeah.
That was a quintessential summer song. I don't care what you say. And she also had the Please, Please, Please was also out in summer. And Billie Eilish had Birds of a Feather, and all three of those songs were kind of surreal and all that. And in contrast, also last year, you had that Tipsy Barge song by Shabuzi, and then you had I Had Some Help by Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. So they kind of span just the contrast of what kind of song is a summer song, but they all seem to fit the categories.
Yeah, well, obviously, I'm going back way further than
I know you are. If you go back, I swear to God, if you go back to like Blind Little Joe with his 2-string guitar from 1920 talking about digging up worms to go fishing or something, I'm just walking out of this room.
Forgot about that one.
Now you're making me think.
Is there a fishing song by Blind Little Joe?
Well, there's plenty of fishing songs.
Guitar?
There's plenty of fishing songs. Well, the Andy Griffith Show theme. That's actually a fishing song.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Why don't you just go ahead and
I'm only going to go back to 1969 for this one.
Okay.
My favorite, most makes me feel like it's summer song of all time is Sly and the Family Stone's Hot Fun in the Summertime.
Yeah, that's a good song.
And it's great. Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm
like...
not going to argue with that.
It's got that easy sound, the way they sing it. It's just like it just slides in. Feels like a good, cool drink on a really hot, blustery day.
I totally agree.
I had that song on my list.
Well, there you go.
So thanks. I don't have that many.
Sorry, man.
There goes.
That's my peak
20%
song.
of your list.
Okay.
And some songs, I've got a little like subgroup of ones that have summer in the title.
Yeah.
A lot of songs obviously don't. I can just jump over to those if you want to plow through those.
I'm all over the place on my list.
Me too. Well, we had "Cool for the Summer" by Demi Lovato in 2015, and it was one of those type of ethereal songs. But it was her. The whole theme of the song that people didn't get was, well, some people did, but she's hitting on a woman and she wants to have a fling with another woman for the summer, and she's like, "I know you're curious too," and all that stuff. So. And that's got the great, what is it? I got my mind on your body and your body on my mind. I got a taste for the cherry. I just want to take a bite. So don't tell your mother. So anyway, that's a summer song. I'll go way back to Summer Nights. Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta from Greece.
From Greece,
you can believe that, from 1978.
Prehistoric times for you.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
I did start going back in time and everything, and honestly, it's like I go back through the 2020s and 10s and 2000s, and I started I was just skipping 3 or 4 or 5 years, and I realized I don't give a damn anymore. I think I got so far back that I just didn't care about the older ones. So I don't go as far back. But this is a far back.
Okay.
This is Summer in Hell by Fred Schneider.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
I didn't have that one down. I love that one.
I think Rock Lobster is considered a summer song, or Billboard considered
How do you
it a
figure
summer
that?
song.
Well, because they went to a beach and everybody sat on matching
Yeah,
towels.
exactly.
Okay, I get
So
it.
you're hanging out at the beach.
Yeah.
But Fred Schneider of the B-52s did a solo album, and Summer in Hell is great. It's all about it's always summer in hell, and all your friends will be there, and they're doing the little dissy. It's like there's like crowd chatter about, oh, you knew she would be here. They're like seeing who's in hell with them. Fun song.
Well, before you leave the B-52s, I mean, even though it doesn't say summer, I think Love Shack is a summer song.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that one is like
They're sweating all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels like, feels like summer.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got Delia, Song of Summer by Kate Bush.
Uh-oh.
And I should have looked this up because the instrumentation on this song, this is like from like her third album, so it's like way back to like 80 or something, 81 or something like that. And so she was still like almost a teenager. She was like 21. And it's just this kind of meditative song, and it's like you just picture yourself floating down a river, and she's doing this like kind of subliminal vocal, and then there are these guys that are like I don't know, they're like trolls or something. They're singing along with her, and it's just real magical. I play it every summer. I usually play it on the last day of every summer, just because it's one of those take you away songs. There's no serious drama or anything like that, and like the lyrics are pretty minimal too. So that's one I think a lot of people forget about. It's not, it wasn't like a single or anything, I don't believe. Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey from 2012. She recorded that song and with her usual Lana Del Rey-isms and everything. And I forget the name of the remixer. I meant to look that up. But it was remixed into like this blustery dance song. And it became a bigger hit as a blustery dance song with kind of an excited Lana Del Rey singing along. So that's catching her out of character. I got more summer songs. You got songs with summer in the title, or is that you didn't break it out like that?
I didn't break it out that way, but I mean,
Okay.
you got Summertime Blues by Eddie Cochran, which everybody has covered, but it's still a great song.
Yep.
And, Martha and the Vandellas with Dancing in the Street doesn't have summer in the title, but man, it's a summer song for sure.
Do they do Heat Wave?
They did Heat Wave, too. There you go.
That's
Certainly.
summer song.
That's absolutely it is. And then Laura Nero with Sweet Blindness and Stone Soul Picnic, which both make me feel like, they both feel like summer songs because it's about being out and being young and cutting loose and, being outdoors. I mean, Sweet Blindness has
Laura Nero.
Laura Nero.
Okay.
Talked about.
Sweet Blind Bobby and his 2-string.
Yeah, Sweet Blind
No.
Bobby is. Yes, or I'm still one from John Cowan who used to call himself Blind Lemon Pledge. But we haven't talked about the Beach Boys because
Yeah, it's kind of everything.
every song,
Everything
pretty
Warmth
much.
of the
they've
sun.
done.
How about that?
Yeah.
Well, actually, all summer long, and Good Vibrations. It's like I don't remember when Good Vibrations was released, but
But if you don't think of summertime when you listen to Good Vibrations,
yeah, it just feels like it.
and that song, we could do an episode about that song, I think. It's just a mastercraft in modular songwriting.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got like 5 different sections, and each of them were recorded in different studios, and he just knitted them all together. And when you hear it all at once, you just think, oh, this is a great song. But when you look at it with kind of analytical eyes, you say, that section sounds way different than that one, and it sounds way different than that, and it all fits together. It's a piece of genius.
yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. It is, and it was. If you go back and you listen to the pieces where he was putting it back together, because there's all that stuff's available. Yeah. It's crazy, but.
I mean, Beach Boys, they're the quintessential. I think you got to take the Beach Boys and the B-52s, and you got a quintessential summer. Regardless of what their song is, it's just going to hit you that way.
Brian Wilson just had a bead on what teenagers cared about in the 60s.
Yeah.
Surfing and hot rods.
Well,
Yeah.
before we leave Brian Wilson, I want to throw in, there's an album called Orange Crate Art, has a song on it called Summer in Monterey, but the whole thing, it's Brian Wilson and Van Dyke Parks who were working on the Smile album when, the Smile album fell apart. But years later, they got back together and did this album, and it feels like a summer song. It feels like you're on vacation when you're listening to it. It's beautiful, and It was like the peak for Brian Wilson before he got away from Dr. Eugene Landy and all that stuff.
Okay. I think I just thought of another Summer of Love. Isn't that
Summer of Love. That's
B-52
B-52 song, yeah.
Oh, wow. I should have gone through all their albums, just checked off their song list because, yeah, that's I remember the gals are singing on that one.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of that was maybe the first album they did after Ricky Wilson died.
Yeah, I think so. Well, no, the first album that he was... Cosmic Thing was the first one that they actually did after he died. He was sick on bouncing off satellites.
Oh, okay.
That was their last one.
Okay.
Before
that had a little bit, for B-52s at least, a little bit of a melancholy kind of tinge to it.
Yeah, well, Deadbeat Club there's kind of a melancholiness to that, but it's beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna do ABBA.
There we go.
So ABBA. When I was talking about the ethereal songs and then the upbeat dance songs, they actually had two songs with summer in the title. One of them, Our Last Summer, was melancholy and kind of ethereal and everything, and the other one, Summer Night City, which is about Stockholm. They're from Sweden. Mm-hmm. That's just a big disco dance song. So they doubled it.
Probably
the
about
summer.
the land of the midnight sun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got a lot of late sunsets in summer in Stockholm. The feel-good hit of the summer, we talked about that one. That's Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah, we talked about that one with our drugs and alcohol
Because that's what the lyrics are.
And that's all the lyrics are, yes. And it's a satirical...
Just a list of drugs.
A satirical list of drugs that... even if they're not intended to be recreational drugs, they are being used as recreational drugs as well as medicinal purposes. So, and suddenly last summer just popped up. I'm just going to come up with stuff.
That is
the Motels.
Motels.
Yeah. That was like a 80s, I think. It was a good song.
Yeah. That was the whole early MTV era. Remember that one? Well, you were talking about the Summer of Love. How about the second Summer of Love by Danny Wilson? Remember Danny Wilson with Mary's Prayer back in that was probably the 80s too.
Oh, I should know.
Yeah, you'd know that. It was a popular song.
Okay.
Only on MTV. I don't think Mary's Prayer became a big hit. It was a college radio hit. But the second Summer of Love is off their second album, and it's just great. It's just this breezy little song about, cutting loose, and, of course, they're talking about taking a lot of acid too. But
well, of course. I mean...
Like you do.
Oh, yeah, every summer. Yeah.
What are retail sales of acid in the summer? Is that a higher season for?
Oh, it should be anyway.
Underground.
Well, I got a few.
Okay.
Go for it.
Sunshine Superman by Donovan.
I hadn't thought about that, but that is a summer song.
And this one, to me, I can't hear it without thinking of summer, or at least summer-like weather. It doesn't mention summer in it, but Three Little Birds by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Yeah.
The opening lyrics are, I woke up this morning with the rising sun, three little birds pitched past my doorway singing sweet songs of sound and sweet songs, music, and anyway. But then it gets to the chorus, which I love any song that tells you everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
There just aren't enough of them.
Do you have that the box set, the Bob Marley box set that has like a string of demos just all together, and that's one of them. It's just him on acoustic guitar, and it's great. It's a terrific collection.
And
anyway,
on that same vein, I Can See Clearly Now by Johnny Nash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going to be a bright, sunshiny day. It doesn't say summer, but feels summer to me. Summer in the City.
Oh, yeah.
Love and Spoonful.
Okay.
Listen to the Flower People by the Spinal Tap.
We're just talking about Spinal Tap. I was with a friend today. It's like somebody would say, who do you think inspired Spinal Tap? And I think it's Status Quo. I think they're the most representative. But anyway.
Currently in the Where Are They Now file.
Yes, exactly.
While they were out on tour. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Yep.
Otis Redding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Soak Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow.
Oh, yeah.
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 Summer's Cauldron by XTC.
Yeah.
It's got bugs flying across.
Oh, okay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
They have all sorts of, they have like season songs a lot.
Yeah, and that whole album seems to have a lot of season.
Yeah.
Like Who's Turning the Petals on the Season Cycle.
Yeah.
And the last one I have is The Hissing of Summer Lawns by Joni Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's about the sound
The
of
hissing of
sprinklers.
summer lawns.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got.
That makes sense. That
He
makes
just
sense.
threw down. He just threw down his pad and said,
like,
"That's it."
Boom.
I'm
yeah.
done.
Drop the
my
mic.
work. My work here is done.
Don't drop you the mic, though.
Well, how about "In the Summertime" by Mungo Jerry, which I know you hate, Chuck?
In the summer. That is one
Cynical song. Go and say it.
cynical song. No, I was going to say that is one scary looking guy.
That's one of the ugliest bands of of all
You
rock.
can say ugly. I'll just say different. Yeah.
No, that's a homely group. I mean, I'm just calling a spade here. That's a homely group.
They got a face made for radio.
They did. They did. They wouldn't have made it in the MTV era.
No.
Well, that's the same reason Bachman Turner Overdrive didn't make it.
Right. Well, I'll trot back to the 2020s and kind of scoot through those. Well,
It's like a pendulum going back and forth between us.
Yeah, well, I mean, keep everyone on their toes. And I've got kind of many things as I go. And in 2023, 2023, Taylor Swift had a big summer hit with Cruel Summer.
Right.
And, of course, Bananarama had a big summer hit with Cruel Summer in 1983. 40 years apart. Not the same
song?
Nope. They're both songs about kind of lost love and kind of being bummed out that you're not getting fulfilled in the love department. But yeah, two very different songs, but same title, 40 years apart. So that's my 2023 story. 2022, As It Was a great song by Harry Styles of One Direction that really established him as a soloist. And that also was a lead single for an album that won him Album of the Year Grammy. And he deserved it. He beat, I think he beat Beyonce. He was one of the ones that beat Beyonce over the years. And also in that same year, 2022, Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush.
But that wasn't from 2022.
No, but the hit was. I mean, it was a bigger hit. It came out in 1985, and it was part of a concept album she did, Hounds of Love. And then Running Up That Hill gained popularity.
The same recording?
Yeah.
It wasn't like they used a sample and made a new song
No,
out of it?
now someone covered it too, which that was unnecessary. But they used the same because it came from Stranger Things, which is based back then.
That's what the
And
girl
it
was listening to the whole time. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a pivotal song and a kind of in a pivotal scene too, I guess. And so that introduced Kate Bush to Gen Z and millennials who really had very minimal knowledge of her.
It didn't do the same thing for Metallica's Master of Puppets, unfortunately.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
Yeah, I saw stories afterward about what is Stranger Things going to make a hit of next. And it's kind of nothing, really.
No, it was just Kate Bush. It's the only one that connected.
Well, it's such an unusual song, It's like, but it's still dramatic. So anyway, I'm glad the kids found her out. 2021 was a big breakout for BTS, which is the biggest K-pop boy band with Butter. And it was a big breakout year for my girl, Olivia Rodrigo. You still got to listen to her. She had two hits in the summer of 2021. She had Good For You, which was a rocker, and one called Deja Vu, which I've talked about before, where she's speaking to her ex-lover about him using the same tricks on his new girlfriend that he used on her. Really kind of biting, but in a real...
How was it summer?
It came out, it was a summer song. Oh. Billboard said it was a summer song. Some of them I decided were summer songs, but this is like, these were hits that were in the summer of 2021.
Gotcha.
And that
didn't use any computers in making my little short list.
Yeah, I didn't in some of mine, so there's that. And then 2020, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd was huge. WAP by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, that's a summer song. I'm just telling you. It's just,
setting high standards for, I don't know, flirtation.
Okay. Well, Sweat.
And I want to say Doja Cat, my girl, Say So. That song actually came out in the winter of 2019, but then as summer was rolling around, they decided to remix it and throw in some Nicki Minaj rapping. So then it became a summer hit, the Nicki Minaj version, though I think her version was well enough on its own because she also raps in it. Doja does. But they brought in Nicki Minaj and spun it through again and got a second hit out of it just months after the first one. And that was the end of the 2020s.
Well, let me take you back to the 60s.
Okay.
There's some good stuff back there.
Okay.
Oh, you're not even you're going to really hate this one. Summer Wind by Frank Sinatra. It's a great song. It was one of our favorites.
That was the 60s?
It was the 60s.
Wasn't he dead by then?
No, he wasn't.
He lived into the 80s, didn't
Are
he?
you talking about Frank Jr.?
At least. No. It's
Nancy Sinatra?
no, but he recorded hits with Nancy Sinatra around that same time. Our old buddy Mike Flanagan, Summer Wind was his favorite Sinatra song.
Really?
Yes. We used to talk about it.
Okay.
It's a great song.
All right.
You know,
What is it, like a ballad or something? Or?
Oh, it's just kind of a breezy little
Got a
song
really
about.
cool organ part. is
Yeah.
what I call it.
Oh, that's the Doors.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Although "Light My Fire" I consider a summer song too, which is
Okay.
it's great. It's just
Okay.
you
That's the
feel
Doors?
good. That's the Doors.
Okay.
But no, Summer Wind, and then Dan Zanes, who used to be with the Del Fuegos and does like children /
songs.
family albums now, kid songs. He's got a great song, different song called "Summer Wind" on one of his albums. I can't remember which one it is, but it's like it just makes you feel good. Just talk about walking around, with the wind blowing on you in the summer.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the 60s. Well, actually, I can throw in Jimi Hendrix's "Hot Summer Night," which is just like feels like you need to turn on the air conditioner when you're done because it's just kind of slow and bluesy and languid and
A lot
it
of
just,
guitar.
it's all guitar, Chuck. It's Jimi Hendrix. Come on.
Right. Are guitars summer?
No, guitars are all the time.
Okay.
Guitars are
You're-
evergreen.
24/7.
You're all season.
And this one makes me always think about summer because I remember hearing it coming back from the lake when I was a kid, Red Rubber Ball by The Circle,
Yeah.
which is written by Paul Simon and one of the guys from the original Seekers.
Wasn't Paul Simon like a Brill Building writer at that point?
This was after the Brill Building when he had gone to England and he connected up with, I think the guy's name was Bruce Woodbury from the Seekers, which were Australian, but they came to England, and he started writing songs with him. So that's one of those songs. But it's great, song about, it's a kiss-off song.
Okay. I like
But
that.
it's like, talking about how he's not going to miss this girl, and the morning sun is rising like a red rubber ball.
Do you think we're just more open to songs in the summer too? I mean, if you could pick any time of the year, I'll ask John since he's our resident musician songwriter. If you could pick any time of the year to release a song, would you want to try it in the summer?
I'm no one to talk to about releasing things because
Right.
nothing I've ever released has ever done anything.
Okay.
But I think for me, the time for making and recording music is winter.
Okay.
Because in the summertime,
You're
it's
inside.
nice out and I'm out doing things.
I think I'd be distracted all the time, even
Yeah.
if I was inside trying to work. So.
It's dark and it's cold and you don't want to be outside, so you
Yeah.
hole up and you write and
Yeah.
make music. So,
Can you get in a summer frame of mind in the winter? Or?
no, not really.
Well, I did a story on Nashville songwriters years ago, and there were a lot of them who only wrote in the winter.
Oh, really?
They went in and Nashville songwriters, it's kind of like an office job thing. They get together, they all, okay, let's write a song together, whatever. They go into an office and they sit down. But no, they are on vacation all the summer having fun and thinking of things, like compiling things in their head, I guess, to work on in the winter.
Although I did write a song called Hot Summer Day
Okay.
on my last record.
Okay. What's it about?
It's
A hot
about
summer day?
a hot summer day. But I wrote it in a weird time signature, so it's
Oh, I like that.
It's like it's a hot summer day, and I think I lost a beat. I can't think straight because of the heat.
Okay. Cool.
If I evaporate, it would be like chocolate melting on the street, something like that. It's my song. Of course, I can't remember it. How about Summer Breeze? Seals and Crofts.
Seals and Crofts. Yep, I bought that in the summer. I remember where I bought that album. But yeah, it feels.
That's when you're the jasmine of my mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
What does that mean? I mean, I know jasmine's a flower, but it's like you're this flower in my mind.
Well, jasmines are very
Fragrant.
Very
fragrant.
Yeah.
So maybe,
Yep, they grow in my yard.
yeah. So maybe this person is
Okay.
very fragrant.
Okay. In a good way.
Hopefully, or maybe he's into.
I don't know.
Okay, well.
But that's not one of my favorites. But
It's
I
a
do
summer
like
song.
it. It is a summer song, and I do like it. And it's one of those things. I hadn't got that album out probably in 20 years, but it's like when it comes on in playlist or comes on the radio, I never turned it off.
Okay.
How about, I don't know if this is a summer song, but it just came to me, Sundown by Gordon Lightfoot. That's a great song.
It's a great song.
I don't know if that's summer.
Better together.
I don't know if I would consider it a summer song.
I don't know.
Island in the Sun by Weezer, though, that's on my list.
Okay.
That feels like, that just feels like being on vacation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That, and of course, Summer by the band War, which, it's funny. I looked at lists today, and nobody had that one on it. And that one's got the feel. It's just so.
How does that one go?
It's summertime is here. Summer, my time of year. And it's got that Latin thing.
I like making Wayne sing because he's not bad. Just off the cuff.
As much music as he's listened to, if he can't carry a tune, then he's...
well, I've listened to even more. And
Can you carry a tune?
No, I can't. I can't remember a lyric, and I can't carry a tune. So there we go. But I can state my opinion. There are just so many summer songs, though. And looking at that Billboard list, it was almost a hindrance because I kept thinking, oh, this was a big one, this was a big one. I thought, well, screw what the big ones were. I just want to talk about the ones that I enjoyed then and I still enjoy.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the 2010s, let's clear through this.
Let's plow through this.
Let's plow through the 2010s now. Starting with 2019, Old Town Road, Lil Nas X, and Billy Ray Cyrus, an unlikely duo for a bizarre song, but great breakthrough song. Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. That was her first hit, and not anything like what she's been doing since then. It's just like you remember Bad Guy, right? I'm a bad guy.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember that. Once you sang it, so you sang good.
It's
fine.
Duh.
And I've heard you play guitar, too.
Yeah. And organ, and I'm actually a really good saxophone player. And and a composer. But I only compose classical music, So. Truth Hurts by Lizzo. I think that was her peak song and her big highlight 2019 again. And then I started drifting off, and I went all the way back to 2015. So all those in between years were kind of like, they're okay. I don't think they're going to make my list here. But 2015, Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. That was his first breakthrough. He had Blinding Lights, which is his penultimate. So he seems to be a not only weekend but also a summer kind of dude, because that's when he seems to have his biggest hits. 2014 was a fun year. You had Problem by Ariana Grande, which was her first big one. It was like, anyway, one less problem. And Happy by Pharrell Williams. And I know you liked Happy.
I did like that song.
Okay. 2013, a little bit of trouble year. So Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke was the biggest hit.
Oh, wow.
And and now it's like, oh, that one's kind of rapey and maybe not so appreciated. And also that same summer, Miley Cyrus had We Can't Stop, which just sounded like a good little We Can't Stop, and just kind of like a little fun song. But the video was just basically an orgy. And she was freeing herself from the Hannah Montana years forever. That was 2013. Finish off these. 2011. Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO. You would remember it if you heard it. Rolling in the Deep by Adele. That was like her big.
Yeah.
We could have made it. So that was.
That was in the summer?
Yeah, it was. And it was one of those. Sometimes they're dramatic songs in summer. They're not all just party fun, stuff like that. So we got introduced to Adele in the summer of 2011. I threw in Last Friday Night by Katy Perry. Just because it's so goofy and the video's goofy, and Kenny G has a sax solo in the middle of it, kind of as a joke. And in the video, she calls him Uncle Kenny. I mean, they're not related. But
right.
Not to be confused with Cousin Kenny, who plays in the Marty Stewart and the Fabulous Superlatives.
That's Kenny Vaughan.
That's Kenny Vaughan.
Okay. So it's not the same Kenny.
No, it's Cousin Kenny.
Cousin Kenny, not Uncle Kenny. That does my 2010s.
So,
I mean, I can keep going here because I start skipping more and more years as we go along. 29, that was a big year for the Black Eyed Peas, which a lot of people were glad to see them fall by the wayside, but they were a very party, playful band. They had I Got a Feeling. and Boom Boom Pow that same summer. 27, Umbrella, Rihanna with Jay-Z. That was our big introduction to Rihanna.
Yeah.
A lot of big stars have their, debuts in the summer, which is pretty cool. 2006, Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado with Timbaland. Very sexy, kind of, they're calling each other sluts, basically, but also flirting with each other back and forth. And to dovetail in with that little mode, Hips Don't Lie by Shakira. That was that same summer. So you had Promiscuous, Hips Don't Lie. If you run it all together. But anyway, that is Shakira. Shakira's first hit was the one, what was it? It was Whenever, Wherever. And you used to do, I'm going to tell on you.
Okay.
You used to do the charts for our entertainment section. You just like type them in to format them and put them
Right.
And you kept doing Whenever, Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Shakira
Okay. Yeah,
song.
you have to keep catching it.
It's like that changes. It's like Whenever, Whatever. It totally changed her song on it.
What is the title?
Whenever, Wherever.
Oh,
So anyway.
little preposition mix-up.
That's all. That's all.
I'm not feeling bad about that one. I'm
He's
not
a
feeling
writer.
guilty.
He can't be expected to write an English
Well,
sentence.
I mean, it makes more sense really with your take.
Whatever.
Yeah.
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 Holla Back Girl, 2005.
Ugh.
That's all I took from Well, the thing about it, it's Gwen Stefani, right? So she had been in No Doubt all those years. And honestly, I thought I was a fan of No Doubt, but there were really only a couple of songs that I liked and that I would still listen to. And then Holla Back Girl had that edge of a novelty song to it. And it had the band, and it had the horn section, and then it had the cheerleader sounding vocals. It had the spelling, so we knew that shit is bananas, Bananas, So it was a novelty song, but it was by an established artist, and it was fun and playful, and the video was fun. And I haven't really liked much of what she's done since then either. So Holla Back Girl may have been my peak Gwen Stefani song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was mine, and I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it probably the first 500 times I heard it, but I was so tired of it by the time that they stopped playing it.
Yeah,
that was one of those. It's like, and it doesn't.
That one had a short lifespan, I think.
Yeah, but it does feel like a summer song.
Yeah, and if you hear it, if you haven't heard it all year, and then it popped up, in July, and you're on the beach and whatever, it's all right.
Yeah.
23, pivotal moment in music history. This is when Beyonce made her debut solo with Crazy in Love. I don't know if you remember that song. It was so electric and so vibrant and so just frenetic. And her vocals were out there. Jay-Z was in there, and she was so young, just putting it all out there. And I remember hearing it for the first time. And it was like, oh my God, this is an event. Mm-hmm. This is something happening right here. I can just feel it listening to this song. Since then, she's done a lot of stuff that are kind of like whatever, and people have turned on her and everything. But you can't go back to that song and not just feel that dynamic, jittery kind of energy of this young woman who's crazy in love and well produced, everything. So hats off to the 2003 Beyonce.
I don't think I would know a Beyonce song if I heard it.
Oh,
I bet you would.
You might know that one. You actually when were you working record stores?
The early 90s.
Okay, she was still, I guess, a toddler.
I guess I stopped working. Yeah, it was late 80s, early 90s.
Okay. You might know that one. It was just so...
Okay, well, I might. I just don't... I hear things, but if it's not something I listen to,
I hear things.
I'm hearing voices.
I don't repeat them.
But I'm wearing headphones.
In 2002, I'm going to end my 2000s altogether here. Hot in Here by Nelly. What a club song. Just, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I don't know if you remember that. But anyway.
I remember that.
Very suggestive. And then Without Me by Eminem. I think that was kind of like a high water mark for him at that time because he had been established. But Without Me was the... Just layer his flow was like the best I think I heard, and it was more upbeat and funny than biting, and and it just like to hear him just being goofy and self-effacing, and I guess Dre was working with him on that. I don't know, but that was maybe I think my favorite Eminem song, and that was Summer of 2002.
Well, I'm still way back.
Are we in the 60s again?
The 60s and the 70s.
You're remembering 50 songs you forgot about?
Well, I was just thinking, 1924 probably. Bessie Smith with "Give Me a Pigfoot and a Bottle of Beer" is probably a summer song too.
Bigfoot, awesome.
Yeah.
I think the flip side. I think little blind Joe shared the flip side of that song about hunting worms to go fishing.
I'm going to think of some fishing
what could
songs
be more
before.
summer than barefoot fishing?
I'm good. Well, there's barefooting by what was, I can't remember who did barefooting, and then there's also Barefoot Jerry from the '60s. But anyway, Alice Cooper, "School's Out."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a great one.
Sure.
And that feels like what it feels like to leave school that last day. It's one of the best feelings in the world.
Yep.
We got no class and we got no principals.
But my favorite line is, "We can't even think of a word that rhymes."
You don't have to now. It's summer.
The funny thing is I always wanted to feel that again. What you feel that last day of
School's out.
school, and you got the whole summer ahead of
When
you.
it stops and there's that yell of the kids going, yeah.
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 The next time I felt that is when I got laid off at the New Sentinel. It's like, yeah, I have my year of dismissal pay. But yeah, it was.
I saw many of people dance out of the newsroom and heard many great exclamations from people on their last days at the news center.
Well, it was so funny because I went and met some of my friends for wings and beer, and the whole time I was getting phone calls from people. "I'm so sorry." It's like, I'm not. I was so tired of what was going on.
Right. Yeah.
That's when I unsubscribed to the Sentinel.
Wow, thank you very much. But Chuck was there for a lot longer than me.
I know.
Well-
I didn't know Chuck then. Had I known,
You would have
I'd
kept
hung
it.
around.
I drifted into the scarier realm of the corporate world. It wasn't even related. So, and with the pandemic and everything, I wasn't really so much on the Sentinels team as like a different team. That was a lot of work. A lot of good people there, still there. So I wish them well, and I'm glad I'm not there now. So it all worked out for everybody.
Yeah, worked out for me. I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right, how about "Sunny Afternoon" by the Kinks?
Oh, yeah.
That is a summer song for sure.
It's a great one.
My girlfriend's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, lazing on a sunny afternoon.
And I can't sail my yacht. She's taking everything I've got.
All I've got's this sunny afternoon. It's a great song.
Okay.
And they also have one that's the opposite end of the wealth spectrum, with "Sitting in the Midday Sun," which is about a bum just like happy that he's sitting in the sun and enjoying himself and doesn't have a job.
Oh wow.
Ray Davis has such a keen sense of status and financial status. I mean, he's just loaded with irony about poor people and rich people. And
Right.
A lot of his songs are about that kind of thing.
Yeah, it seems like people have taken that message and gone somewhere with it.
Yeah. In
That
not the
wasn't
right place.
intended, right. They
Yes.
took it in a very dark and wrong place.
Yeah. Well, there's also another one that always makes me feel like summer. Actually, swimming songs. There's two swimming songs that I always
Okay.
listen to.
I know what one of them is.
Well, one of them is a swimming song by Loudon
Loudon
Wainwright
Wainwright.
III, and
He's got that great lyric about "I almost drowned, but I held my breath and I
kicked my feet and I moved my arms around." And his former wife, Kate McGarrigle, with her sister Anna, the McGarrigle sisters, they did a great cover of it.
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, at the same time, they covered the swimming song by Loudon, and he covered Kate's song "Come a Long Way." And albums that came out at about the same time.
Well, there's a local, a newer band now associated with sort of the freak folk scene called Vetiver. I don't know if you've heard of Vetiver.
I've heard of them, but I
They
haven't
do a
heard.
cover of swimming song. Just heard it the other day.
Well, Earl Scruggs Review did a great cover of it with Loudon guesting. That's the first place. I think that was actually the first place I heard it. But then Sinru, a band that was here in Knoxville for a long time, they had
They
a great
recorded that song here.
Swimmer's Ear.
No, well, I was thinking of the Summer Death March.
Summer Death March. Yeah, that's a summer song, but it's not as cheery.
No, it's not.
I was wondering if that would be cheery.
No, Summer Death March is not. The Swimmer's Ear is. It's just about how much he loves the swimming pool.
They didn't.
Oh, I love the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Did you like the swimming pool?
Yeah, loved it.
My dad.
But now I prefer swimming in natural bodies of water.
Well, I enjoy that also. I like lake
Somehow a
swimming.
pool seems too chemically to me.
Yeah,
But then
but
again, the
I-
lakes around here probably are too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
different
maybe,
chemicals.
Yeah. And the ocean. I don't even care about the hazards. I saw a recent report about the most dangerous beaches, and I lived in the middle of a bunch of them. They were like the top 10 were all in Florida, including right in the central East Florida coast where I lived. And it was like, I didn't care. And I knew that there were sharks in the water out there, and I didn't care. I thought,
And I still don't care.
yeah, it's like my dream was like, if it's going to get me, I want a shark to just bite my head off and get it over with at once. I don't want to fight it. I don't want to see it coming. I mean, really, that's not the worst way to go. If it happens and you're in the ocean, and you're feeling all this, you're waiting for the next wave to catch, and it happens by surprise, and you don't know it, and your head's gone. And then,
Well, when your head's chopped off, you're conscious for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll get a look at the inside of his stomach before I lose my vision. Maybe that'll interest me. I don't know what it's like to not have the rest of your body while you're thinking about it.
I can't think of a worse way to go than being eaten by a shark.
Really?
John. Really?
Oh,
I think that would be pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Well,
Drowning and being eaten by a shark, either one of
maybe
them.
get struck by lightning in the mouth of a shark.
I think getting struck. I mean, the guy. There's a guy that got struck by lightning like 7 times,
Yeah.
and he didn't die from the lightning. He eventually may have killed himself.
Just couldn't take it again.
Well,
Probably caused a lot of existential thinking about it. I've been struck by lightning 7 times. What have I done
How
to
does
deserve
that
this?
happen?
it's like it caught his hair on fire, like twice when he got
Wow.
struck. So he started carrying water with him everywhere he went, just in case.
Wow.
I think I would
Just
stay
so
away
throw
from high.
water on his hair.
Yeah, well, that was his
Or
like.
shave his head. I mean,
I would just stay away from high places.
Well, it seemed like it didn't matter with this guy. I can't remember his name, but you can look him up on Wikipedia or wherever. It's all over the internet. But he got struck 7 times.
wow.
And people would not walk beside him when there was if they saw storm clouds.
7 striker coming.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law was struck by lightning
Really?
twice.
Really?
Yeah, and I believe maybe both times was in Hawaii. He was in the Army
Uh-huh.
and stationed out there with my sister.
Uh-huh.
And I kept feeling torn because it's like, oh my God, lightning strike and everything. But you're in Hawaii. I mean,
I'll take a lightning
oh my
strike.
God.
Worth it.
Yeah, worth it. Totally worth it. Anyway, I don't know how I got so morbid.
Well, okay. I'm going to knock out a couple more real quick since we've gone with the swimming song. The Rascals' "Beautiful Morning." It's a beautiful morning.
Okay, yep.
It's
Yep.
that sounds like summer to me.
I thought that was Three Dog Night.
No.
Or the Doors.
Or the Doors. Oh, is there organ on that one? Okay.
There may be. I don't know.
And then there's Violent Femmes' "Blister in the Sun," which is even though it doesn't specifically say, I just saw the Violent Femmes, and it makes me think of summer.
Okay. I
And-
guess. I don't know.
And they're still good. They can still crank it out. They're
Okay.
a great band. And then the other one that makes me think of the summer, but was not, and we were talking about this before we started recording, Three Dog Night, because you said Three Dog Night, but the song "Out in the Country." It was not, I think it came out in the summer, but I don't think it peaked until October. It was one of those that was down on the charts for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's this song written by Paul Williams, and it's just feels like being out in the country in the summertime. It's just great.
Okay.
Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy.
You could have gone a long time without bringing that one up.
Oh.
Hey, I'm out of stuff. It popped into my head. I'm just trying to
So
contribute.
who is that?
John Denver.
John Denver.
John Denver.
Fire out.
I hated that song.
Okay.
It's awful. We made relentless fun of it when I was a kid.
Well, at the end of this, I want to ask everybody what their most hated summer songs are, because I've
Oh,
got
I
a
don't
couple.
know. Okay.
But we're not there yet.
Probably half the ones you talked about already.
Oh,
No,
thanks, Chuck.
I'm being. So I'm going back into the 90s now, and I started losing a little steam. 1998, "The Boy Is Mine," Brandy and Monica. That was that was 3 months of #1 song.
Uh-huh.
Really good. It's these two women that are realizing they're dating the same guy, and they're kind of fighting about him. But then the video's cool because in the end, he thinks he's going to the apartment of one of them. They're both there to greet him. You know? Not in a good way. 97. I don't know. That you had your handsome bop, which might be one of my most hated ones, but that just to set the scene for 97. And Meredith Brooks, Bitch.
Oh, God, that's what I hated.
You hated Bitch?
I hated Bitch.
Okay. Why did you hate Bitch?
I just got tired of it. It just seemed like the same. It just seemed too easy.
Were you saying, oh, that bitch again?
Every time it came on.
Well, I'm gonna shift into boy bands, girl bands here in the 97. Okay, Say You'll Be There by the Spice Girls. That was my favorite Spice Girls song. Wannabe wasn't really a summer song. This, Say You'll Be There, definitely was. It was definitely one of their better orchestrated songs and divided up songs. And the video was filmed like in the desert east of Los Angeles, even though they're from Britain. And they're all like these superheroes, so they all have these like super tricks that they do. And in the end, they tie some handsome guy to the top of their car and drive off with him. They're like on the hunt for a guy. But it's just a really great feel-good song. And then for the boy band side, Quit Playing Games with My Heart by the Backstreet Boys. That's not one people immediately think of.
No.
Think of Everybody and stuff like that. But I saw Quit Playing Games in My Heart on, I don't know, I think it was in the Czech Republic or something, but I was just there and just cruising through Europe, MTV, whatever channel was in the Czech Republic. And this video kept coming on, and the guys are singing this wooing song. You're thinking, oh, that's for teenagers and everything. But then for some reason, they're all dressed in white. For some reason, the last half of the song, they turn a fire hose on them. It just soaks all of them and blows their shirts open and everything. I'm like, I don't know that 12-year-old girls are the right audience for this. So maybe they were kind of like going for an older audience too, looking for something more than that.
Maybe so.
So anyway, but that was the summer song. Come and Ride That Train, Quad City DJs, you mentioned that recently. Love that song.
Yeah, I like that song.
That train. Anyway, that was in 1996. So here's this. I noticed my list here. 95. I said, "Oh, TLC Waterfalls." You know, everybody remembers that.
Oh yeah.
Poor Lisa Left Eye Lopez has passed away. Then I scooted all the way back to 1990. Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. She was still a teenager. That was her first big hit. It was a great song. I mean, her powerful voice, and it wasn't all dog whistles yet, you know. So that was a great. And then I went all the way back to 85. It was like Shout, Tears for Fears. We're kind of doing their thing. And Raspberry Beret by Prince. And I realized I'm just kind of not giving a shit about these songs anymore. And I guess maybe I went too far back, and I was like, you know, before I was dating or whatever, and just in school, and I didn't care about those songs. So I don't know if those are just so far back that they don't mean as much to me or whatever. But I just said I'm not going back anymore.
Well, what's funny to me is like I'm the exact opposite. I mean, It's like a lot of people like Christmas music makes them feel nostalgic. Right. Summer songs make me feel nostalgic.
Yeah. But nostalgic for me is like, you know, the 20-aughts and maybe 1990s or whatever. Not going back that far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like that. I mean, the summer songs, like out in the country, I mean, I remember specific things being happy as a kid.
Yeah.
And hearing that song. Red Rubber Ball, the same thing. I mean, I remember coming back from Concord Park at the lake, and that song was on in the car as we were going home, and it was like, oh, yeah, this is great, because I spent the whole day at the lake. And,
all you needed was an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean,
I remember, like, I was a real water kid. I mean, I was at the pool at my dad's. I was in the lake at my mom's, and we went to the ocean all the time. So any body of water I could get into, I did all the time. And my friends were like that. So, but I don't associate that much music with those times, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's on my list that I hadn't talked about was Electric Light Orchestra, Mr. Blue Sky, and One Summer Dream. And, you know, I've got specific memories from both of those. It's like...
Well,
I always thought Mr. Blue Sky, they tried to come up with as many studio tricks as they could come up with and just threw every single one of them into that song.
But it sounds so happy.
It does.
You know? It sounds...
It's a great song, but it's just like, oh, come on. Gilding the Lily.
Well, that didn't bother me with that one. I
love
No, I
ELO,
love
and
I love that song.
I would
Yeah.
think of ELO as kind of mostly summerish type songs
Yeah.
because of Jeff Lynne's, instrumentations and all.
Yeah, the other one, and Chicago's not like one of my big favorite bands or anything like that, but I thought they released great singles. But Saturday in the Park,
Oh, yeah.
that just, I think of,
Saturday.
yeah.
Okay.
And I just remember that.
That's a Chicago song. I knew it was just Chicago.
There you
That's a
go.
good song.
Yeah.
How about then Itchycoo Park?
Itchycoo Park's a good one, too.
Yeah.
That's the Small Faces back 1967.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of parks.
Okay.
Oh, you'd remember it if you heard it.
MacArthur Park.
No, MacArthur Park. That's
Is that the one where somebody left the cake out in the
Yeah.
rain?
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the stupider lyrics I've ever heard.
And green icing. It's
See,
like,
I'm a big fan of MacArthur Park. I think Jimmy Webb created a great song with that one. I mean,
if the lyrics weren't so stupid, I might like it.
I like the stupid lyrics.
You have that right.
And Michelle Schacht, I liked she referenced it in one of her songs. Come a Long Way. She got a song called Come a Long Way, and she talks about the repo man coming to to take her motorcycle, and she's out riding, so to keep the repo man from getting it. And she talks about the sweet green icing of MacArthur Park.
So some songs were released in summer, and we talked about this beforehand. I don't think we talked about it. And they weren't counted as summer hits by Billboard, and I think it's because the kids were back in school. And I don't give a damn when the kids are in school. My summer is my summer, and if it's
Right.
summer in August, I don't care if they're in there learning math. It's still summer for me. But Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, that is such a summer song to me. It's 2014. It was released in August, and it was like number one almost immediately.
Yeah.
And that's still, if I hated every other Taylor Swift song, I would still love that one, and that would still be,
It's a great song.
make me a fan. Yeah, Max Martin was the producer, and he had a big hand in the production values and all, and it had kind of a lot going on, and it had all the things. But of course, everyone remembers, the player's going to play, and haters going to hate. So all that stuff was fun.
Listen at you sing it.
There you go.
No, don't. But anyway, that somehow didn't come out as a summer song, even though it was August 14th, and it was number one for a long time. So I definitely would have classified it. And then I just like Intergalactic by Beastie Boys. It's like everyone knows them for Fight for Your Right to Party in the 80s, and this was a lot longer after that. It was 98, but it was just
Was it on an album?
yeah.
Which album? Oh, okay, never mind.
Whatever album was out in 98, I guess. But it just had that intergalactic tongue. It had like this computerized voice singing, and then the guys had this emphatic vocals, and I forget why he does it, but one of them at one point goes, it's like, line, and he's talking about making the beat drop. Do you remember that? It's like the whole song stops. He goes,
Yeah, I forgot.
drop. So just that one word, took that song for me. So anyway.
No, the Beastie Boys, they're another one that's they're very summery because they're just so much fun. you know?
Yeah.
I just never listened to the very first album, and everything after that's great.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Paul's Boutique is just genius.
Yeah.
Check Your Head is great. I don't know. I saw their last performance.
Huh.
It was at Bonnaroo.
Oh, wow.
I saw their first performance, I guess, when they were opening for Madonna. And it was, I think I told you this before, that it was Madonna's first tour, and label mates, so they stuck Beastie Boys open. So you had all these little girls with rags in their hair and everything, and the Beastie Boys come out there just effing up, and they would boo, and you hear all these booze just coming from all these little girls, and they'd like flip them off. It was like
Was this Fight for Your Right to Party era Beastie Boys?
I don't. Yeah,
It would
yeah.
have had to been.
Yeah,
Because that was the biggest hits they ever had.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
also, I
funny.
want to throw out Lynn, Still My Sunshine, which
Yeah.
they took a line from Andrea True, Connections, More. They took the riff from that. So
Oh.
that's playing in the background. And the guy, I think Mark Costanza is his name. He's the leader of the band. They're from Canada, and they flew down to Daytona Beach. So they were just like going through the boardwalk and playing games and on the beach and riding motorcycles, and they found some very pregnant woman to like do all this flirty dancing. I don't know, but it was just a real summer. That was in '99.
Wow.
What about Under the Boardwalk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Tom Tom Club. I would think anything they did would be a
Yeah, they sound summery for sure.
because they got all that percussion. I don't know what it is about percussion, but it just seems so summery. Like Exotica always seems summery. And it might be because it's tropical.
Mm-hmm.
So even the winters in the tropics are going to feel summery.
How's about Riding in My Car by the NRBQ?
I was going to say, I mean, that's another band that everything sounds like summer. Riding in My Car, Me and the Boys.
Yeah.
What was the other one I wrote? I wrote one of them down. Rain at the Drive-In.
Yeah.
You know, they all sound like summer.
You don't go to the drive-in in the wintertime.
No.
You can't. At least not here.
But no, with NRBQ, they're one of those, it's like they write so much about, you know, happy moments.
Same token, and I've already mentioned this band, but You and Me and Rain on the Roof by Love and Spoonful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Intergalactic was on the album Hello Nasty.
Okay.
So,
Well, how about, do you have into summer songs?
no.
I have several. I mean, not a bunch.
I got a couple of just personal indulgent songs.
Oh,
and
go
that's
ahead.
it. That's all I got left.
Well, wait a minute. Before you go into personal indulgence, I want to bring up my favorite Everclear song,
Okay.
Summerland,
Okay.
which is not...
Everclear feels like a summer band.
Except they're so dark. And that's the thing I liked about this song is it's like he's miserable. He wants him and his
Summerland.
Well, he's going.
All the time.
They
Pretty
see
much all the time.
He sees the
Alex.
name on the map, Summerland.
Yeah.
And it's like he wants
to go there.
to move there.
With his girlfriend.
With his
right?
girlfriend
And
or
they
his
think
wife.
that, their life will be better, and they know
Yeah,
it won't
because
be.
nobody really gives a F about us anyway.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
Go ahead.
All right. So I think we need to talk about sexy people and sexy summer songs. We did a little bit of that already, but so I'm just throwing these two out. These are songs that came out in the summer. They weren't big hits, but they were summer songs, and I
Right.
loved them. One of them is a song called "Girl, I Told You," and it's by Valeria, also known as Valeria Andrews.
I don't know this
She's from Australia, and she's got a guest rapper on there, Aria, and she's from California. And it came out in 2007, and it's just this flirtation between. They filmed this in Hungary, the video on like some estate or something like that. And Valeria looks like a young Anne Margaret, and Aria is like this tall, leggy blonde, and they're flirting with each other. But the narrative of the song is that Valeria lives in this big mansion, and Aria is breaking into it. And Valeria is on the phone with her dad, and she's saying, "Oh, she's just stopping by." Blah blah. You know, and then she's, "Oh, she got a new car. We'll just be gone for a while. We'll be right back." You know, and then finally it ends with, "Daddy, she's sleeping over. Good night." So I love that, and they're just like, you know, and then another one. Norwegian singer, and this I thought she was going to be a big star. She had some personal drama in her life, but her name's Annie, and she had a song called "Chewing Gum." And again, it's a great video, you know, great gal, and they kept duplicating her image in the video, so there are all these Annies in there, and they were talking to each other and everything. But it's all about what is it? Oh no, you've got it all wrong. You think you're chocolate when you're chewing gum. And she's talking about these guys that think they're bigger and everything, and she's got this great line. She says, wait, you just spit it out when the flavor is done. And I just think of, you know, like beech nut fruit stripe gum that almost lost its flavor immediately. Anyway, those are just two sexy, dancey songs that... Chewing Gum is from 2004, so from the 2000s when that kind of thing was maybe more cool.
Got kind of an anti-summer. It's not anti-summer. It's longing for summer, but it's really a winter song, and that's California Dreaming.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
And I'd be safe and warm.
Yeah.
Back in L.A.
Yeah.
Great song.
Love that
It is a
song.
great song. Well,
So you're going to talk about summer songs you hate?
Well, before that,
be that way.
let's do the end of the summer songs.
Okay.
Because there's Last Day of Summer by Kirsty MacColl. Great song about a breakup and, sitting there on a bench on the last day of summer thinking about the guy that broke up with her. The Kinks' Summer's Gone, which is really more metaphorical, but it's still, the image of the dad in the front seat with the mom and the kids in the back seat. And it's like a life of disappointment. And then there's Chad and Jeremy, one of the most famous songs with summer in it, a summer song, and it's about the end of summer and leaving this girl he's got a thing with, and he'll think about her for the rest of the year. But yeah, and it's really, really pretty. But so those are and there's also a Loudon Wainwright song called "Summer's Almost Over." Summer's almost over. Soon it's back to school. Soon they drain the water out of the swimming pool.
I wrote a song called "Summer's Over."
Which was that? Which album was that on?
Well, it came out on a compilation. It was an album called. It was an album about summer songs, and our band French Broads contributed that song.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Got to be one of the worst summers I ever had.
Oh.
I lost my girl, and I feel so bad. It's just basic pop song.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't lose my girl. I'm still married to her.
Oh, so you weren't just chewing gum.
No,
he's pure chocolate. He's absolutely.
Yeah.
White chocolate.
Yeah.
Pretty white.
A little red today.
Yeah.
Been out in the sun.
Okay.
White chocolate that's prone to sunburn.
Forgot SPF.
So are there any summer songs you absolutely hate?
There are a bunch of them, but I didn't really make a note of that. I didn't know.
Well, just off the top of your head, can you think of one that you hate?
I can find one easily.
Well,
I can find one just because I don't like the artist. "The Boys of Summer" by Glenn. Not Glenn Fry. Don Henley.
Don Henley. I actually like that song.
It's a good song. I just don't like Don Henley.
I interviewed Don Henley, and I know he's got a reputation of being an asshole, but he was. I got along with him really, really well.
Well, I could be stand corrected. I just know that a mutual friend of ours who used to work stage crew for big concerts posted a picture of he worked the Eagles' "Hell Freezes Over" tour or whatever, and it was a sign there were multiples of them posted all over the backstage area that said, "Do not look Mr. Henley in the eye."
Oh, for goodness sakes!
I'm like, come
silly.
on.
I told him where to find back in the era when everything was going to CD. I told him where to find some CDs that he couldn't find.
Oh.
So yeah, he owes me one.
All right. I'm willing to reevaluate.
All right. I absolutely hate. There's two songs. And Summertime by the Jamies, which is about 1965 or 66. It's a god-awful song. Summertime, summertime.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You used it in a bunch of commercials, didn't you?
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. But the one I hate the most is from about 1968, 69. Maybe it's probably 70. Bobby Goldsboro with "Summer the First Time."
Just Bobby Goldsboro in general. Does he rivet like a frog in the song?
He does not, but it's one of those losing your virginity songs, and I despise losing your virginity songs. There's not a good one. Well, I take it back. "Strawberry Wine" by Dina Carter is a good song. That's the only losing your virginity song I could say that I think is any good.
Oh, "Strawberry Wine" about losing your virginity?
Yeah.
Okay.
The very first time, all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the rest of them.
You hated "Bitch" by Meredith Brooks.
I hated that too, but that's just about. I just hated.
I'm a bitch.
Oh God, it just was an obnoxious song.
I think our editor really liked that song. Our female editor.
Oh, really?
Time. Yeah.
She may have liked it, but it was just it was repetitive in a way that I don't like.
"Macarena" was a summer song.
Yeah, that sounds like summer.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad, but it doesn't lyrically. It's just like nothing.
Yeah.
So that doesn't irritate me. The ones that really irritate me are the ones where the lyrics I hate the lyrics so much.
Trying to figure out when "We Built This City" came
Oh
out.
God, that's an all year long hate song.
About "Surfing Bird."
Yes, I like "Surfing Bird" all right. It's just silly. I mean, all those surfing songs are summer songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's tons of them.
Bird is the word.
Really are. What?
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word. Bird. Bird is the word.
Yeah, pretty much anytime you get a fuzz guitar going, it's like, oh yeah, this, Oh. I'm ready for recommendations if you are.
Let's do recommendations. Go for it.
I would like to. Both of my recommendations come from 1998.
Okay.
And the first one, the music one, is Mermaid Avenue, and there's also Mermaid Avenue 2, which came out a couple years later. And it is Billy Bragg and Wilco combining talents to write new music to songs that Woody Guthrie did not have the music to.
Yeah, they discovered a bunch of lyrics.
Right. They discovered all these lyrics, and I mean, there's still some. Every now and then the estate will, like, invite somebody to write lyrics and go through the archive. But I don't know that they got along that well personally, but the albums are great. With, Billy Bragg doing what Billy Bragg does. He gets the more protesty songs and, the more in-your-face stuff. He's got a great song called "All You Fascists Are Bound to Lose," which was written back in World War II. And then Billy put some rock and roll.
They're still around.
Yeah, they are, and they're coming back. It's like, So I've been listening to that song a lot lately in my car.
Okay.
And Wilco does, my favorite, I think, of theirs is "Someday, Some Morning, Sometime," which is these lyrics about, it's a sweet little simple love song about what the guy would, like to do for his girlfriend or lover or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's just really pretty. And both of those albums, I mean, there's some things that work better than others, but overall, they're great.
All right.
And if you like any of those artists, you ought to have it.
All right. John T. Baker, what do you got?
We're doing music. So last week we were talking about bands with animals, or animals in music, and I brought up Jellyfish, and you said, "I love Jellyfish. I wish there was more of them." And I recommended Roger Joseph Manning to you.
Right.
And he was one of the principal writers. And so those albums sound a lot like Jellyfish, but you don't take into account the guitar player from Jellyfish, which was Jason Faulkner. And his 1996 album, his first solo album, is called Presents Author Unknown. And he's put out 5 or 6 really, really good guitar pop rock albums. He plays currently with Beck and has for several years. Really great songwriter, it's a great album. Presents Author Unknown.
Cool. Check that one out too.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to Len, which I mentioned. It's spelled Len. Mm-hmm. And they were the ones who did Steal My Sunshine with Andrea True Connection. 1999, the album that contained that song was called You Can't Stop the Bum Rush. And the frontman, like I said, was Mark Costanzo, and he had his sister Sharon was often used as a vocalist, and everybody else he used was kind of in and out of the mix. And it was for the time, it was a rap, pop, electro kind of hybrid. And the rap was just kind of playful rap, and certainly, again, 99 was, 26 years ago, so it was a different kind of rap. There was sort of a lighter Beastie Boys type sound to them. But in addition to Steal My Sunshine, that album had the hard disc approach, which was done in German, and it sounds like a mashup of like the group M and Kraftwerk, and anyway, so it had that kind of, there's something about German and like pure electro that just sounds natural or extremely unnatural, which makes it natural. I don't know. Also the hard disc approach. Oh no, wait, that's what I just said. Beautiful Day by Len. They have a song. Well, their guest on it is Biz Markie, and he's never been more animated than anything. And so he comes in, and like Mark Costanzo goes, me and Biz Markie constantly set trends. And then Biz Markie comes in with, "Oh, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day." He just sounds like so stoned, but it's like real endearing. And they have a song called Man of the Year. Again, that's got a modulated vocal and the crowd cheering and everything. And it just they created this great vibe. And I think they were really a one-hit wonder. They kept doing albums, but Steal My Sunshine was their only deal. But that album was, given the time, it was a nice little listen.
Cool. Well, I want to recommend movie-wise or visual-wise, whatever, also from 1998, Dark City, directed by Alex Proyas, who did The Crow and Knowing and iRobot and a few things like that.
What year did you say this was?
1998.
Okay.
And it is a very strange, atmospheric movie where you're not this. You find out the secret in the end that makes it all make sense, but you're wondering through this whole movie, why does everything look like it's 1935 or 36 or something?
I think you and I talked about this. I don't know if it was on the show, but I think you and I talked about this.
I don't think we talked about it
recently.
I don't think we talked about it on the show, but I think we have talked about it before.
Okay.
But it's got Jennifer Connelly in it.
Okay.
Rufus Sewell is the main guy in
You
it.
like those eyebrows of Jennifer Connelly.
Well, Jennifer Connelly is, she's way up there for me.
She's a nice looking young lady.
She's great. But anyway, she's super cute in it. And Kiefer Sutherland's
Sorry
in
to
it.
reduce it to such terms when you're trying to talk about a serious
Well, we're
movie.
human beings. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that's right. But yes. But and Richard O'Brien, I think we brought up Richard O'Brien for something from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, who wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He was
Riff Raff.
He was Riff Raff. And he has a very special part in this movie, and he is really creepy.
Okay.
But this is one of those movies where the whole thing is a mystery, and you're thinking, is this just all, like a Baz Luhrmann movie where it's just all to look something, and it doesn't really make any sense? But no, this makes sense once you get to the end. And it's like a great mystery. It's very atmospheric, beautiful to watch, very dark. Everything in it is.
It's a dark city.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Everything is dark. It seems like it always happens at night. I don't think there's never like a daylight shot. I don't think.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah, and it's fun. But they're about to re-release it in a DVD of it that's like remastered and should look good. And there's a director's cut and a theatrical cut. So I haven't seen the director's cut, only the theatrical cut.
Okay. Awesome.
So
I just watched this last night, and I think I mentioned this. It was a television series first, but now this is a movie. The television series was called Kunk on Earth.
Kunk?
Kunk, C-U-N-K, and it's fake. It's a mockumentary. It's a British comedian, Diane Morgan. She plays Philomena Kunk, and she's walks through the scenes. And so there's a new one out that just came out in 24, and it's called Kunk on Life. And it's a movie. It's an hour and 10-minute movie. And it's just about the origins of life and how, life developed. And she is just inane. She acts like she knows everything, and she'll say something and just walk out of the frame, and it's the stupidest thing you could ever think of. And in the process, she also interviews all kinds of academics, like experts in these things. And she's got them from, prestigious British learning institutions, and they sit down, and they know they're kind of in on the joke. They don't know what she's going to ask them, but they know that she's a comedian. But she'll ask the most absurd things, and they're kind of patient, and it doesn't work that way or whatever. It's really funny. I laughed out loud several times. It's Kunk on Life. It's on Netflix.
I'm going to have to watch this.
It's really funny.
I've only seen her short things, and I think she's hilarious.
She is really funny.
And she has that, I love the way that she is just so smug.
Yeah, she thinks she knows everything, and she is so stupid.
It's wonderful. I got to watch that movie.
That sounds good. Have we talked about Away We Go?
No.
I love that movie. Did you see it?
Yeah, I have a copy of it. I love that movie.
All right. It's from 2009.
Yeah.
And it's like a road comedy and drama, and it's about a pregnant couple played by Maya Rudolph and John Krasinski. And they're trying to find their place in the world, and they're traveling across America to look where they can settle down and have a baby. They're kind of uncomfortable with anywhere they go. It's a huge supporting cast, all kinds of people, including Catherine O'Hara. We were talking about her recently, Allison Janney and Jen Gaffigan and Maggie Gyllenhaal. And anyway, they come. It's a sweet movie, and it's understated, but it's got like dark spots and funny, and it's well rounded emotionally. And as they go from relatives and friends to relatives and friends, and you get the dark and funny tales from those people. But to me, the ending of that movie is just such an emotional payoff.
Yeah.
That and a lot of it has to do. There's mainly not any dialogue for the last few minutes,
Yeah.
and it's that song by Alexi Murdoch called "Wait," and it's a beautiful song. And to see the ending play out with the two of them and hearing that song, and it's a pretty protracted ending.
Yeah.
It is just so emotional to me every time I see it.
Huh.
And it's just like, so it's from 2009, Away We Go. It's been around. It's I think it's currently in the HBO playlist and Max or whatever. But and so if you haven't seen it,
I have not.
Definitely you want to catch that. Maya Rudolph, John Krasinski. Yeah. They seem like an unlikely pairing, but you watch them and they're just like just a great couple. I love that movie.
I thought it was a great movie too, and I think the thing I like about it is it just seems so very honest, and it's not, nothing big happens.
No.
You're just following them along.
Smaller movies that just really hit you in the gut.
Yeah, and you just like being with them and watch them try to work things out and try to figure out, okay, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
And then, of course, they go from kind of crazy character to crazy character.
The country. Yeah.
But I agree. I thought it was a really good movie. Like I said, I found it someplace, picked up a copy of it because I liked it so much.
Yeah. I'll look that one up.
We got to get you to see that one, John.
Yeah.
And all you folks out there too.
Yeah, it's funny because you recommended Past Lives to me. What's one of the first things we recommended when we started this.
Yep.
And I think you called me up. I can't remember if you texted me or whatever. But anyway, that's the same sort of thing. It's just very gentle.
Yeah.
And big things don't exactly happen.
Right.
But, man, you really like being with these people, and it just feels real.
It's like understated in the best way possible. Yeah. So, all right. On that gentle note, have a great summer, everybody. And we'll come back around.
Next week?
Next week? Yeah. Let's do it next week.
Yeah.
And sweat.
Yeah, it's supposed to get hot.
Yeah, it'll be hot. All right, everybody. Goodbye.
See ya. You've been listening to How We Heard It with Chuck Campbell and Wayne Bledsoe, a podcast about music, movies, art, culture, whatever it is that's on their mind. How We Heard It was recorded at the Arbor Studio in Knoxville, Tennessee by me, John Baker. How We Heard It is a Cozy Planet production. If listening to this podcast has given you a burning sensation, then we recommend you sit in a hot tub until your symptoms fade away. If you'd like to reach out to Chuck or Wayne or even me, you can send an email to howweheardit@gmail.com. So thank you for listening, and come on back and we'll have another episode for you next week.